In July, 8.3% more homes sold in Central Texas than last July. And right now, 57% of everything sitting on the market has already cut its price. Both of those are true at the same time. Now, there's one number buried in this month's market report that explains why. It tells you almost to the day whether your home sells for what you want or sits there quietly costing you money. Now, I'll give you that number before we're done. I'm Paulie with the Vision Realty Group, and this is your Central Texas market report for July 2026. Buyers, sellers, this one's for you, and investors. If you're holding a rental, stay with me. Full rental numbers at the end, and this month's they're telling a very different story than the sales numbers are. So, look, real estate shouldn't feel like a guessing game. A few minutes from now, you'll know where the market is, what's driving it, and what it means for your decisions. Two things first. Homeowners, stop guessing what your home's worth. Links in the description below for an appraisal report, a full appraisal style valuation based on what's happening in your neighborhood. Not an algorithm guess. AI is never going to walk through your home and see why your home's worth more or less. And then we talk about options. So buyers, click that link below if you'd like to know more about how to get access to off-market properties that you will not see online, plus creative strategies that we're using to get people the best deals out there right now. And in this market, that's worth real money. Grab whichever fits. All right, let's get into it. 3,258 homes sold across Central Texas in July, up 8.3% from last July. Total volume, $1.87 billion, up 11.5%. More people are actually transacting than a year ago. Now, the median sales price, $422,000, down 0.4%, essentially flat. June's median was $430,000. So we came down about $8,000 from June to July. But before anybody panics, that's normal. Same thing happened in 25 and 24. School starts, peak season, buyers are done. The mix of what sells shifts. Now, days on market, 41. 1 day slower than last year. Now, here's where the number most people miss. Homes sold at 2.5% under their current asking price. Under their current asking price. Now, that's actually better than last year. But they sold at 93.5% of their original list price. And that number got worse. Translation: sellers who priced right are doing fine. Sellers who try, and they started high, chased the market down and gave up more, basically 6% to find out. Same house, same street, different outcome because of pricing. So, why is the market doing this? Three things. Number one, the Fed's stuck. July 29th, they held rates for the fifth meeting in a row. And here's what's unusual. Three of the members wanted to raise the rates, not cut, raise. Second thing, inflation won't finish the job. July CPI came in at 3.4%, still well above the Fed's 2% target rate. And about 2/3 of that monthly increase was shelter. Housing costs are the thing that's keeping inflation alive. So, three, the job market is cracking. July payroll went negative. The economy lost 23,000 jobs, and they revised the May and June down by another 103,000 combined. Now, put that together, a weaker labor market that would normally push rates down, colliding with sticky inflation that won't let the Fed move. Result, mortgage rates went nowhere. 6.67% on a 30-year. A year ago, it was 6.5%. So hear that clearly. Rates are higher than they were a year ago. So if your plan was to wait to see what happens with the rates, well, that plan just cost you 12 months. Locally, here's what's encouraging. New listings in July were down 1%. New homes going under contract, up almost 5%. For 2 years, supply has climbed faster than demand. In July, that flipped. Supply stopped growing, demand grew. That's the first real sign that we might be hitting the floor. Maybe. I'm going to do another video on why waiting another year is probably not a good idea. So, hey, subscribe if you'd like to see that video, because I'm going to do something on that. Now, we're at a currently 5.2 months of supply. That's not balanced. It's not a crash. It's not a frenzy, but it's not balanced everywhere. And this is the part nobody's talking about. Under $300,000, sales are up 17%. Over $1.2 million, sales are up 16%. So the ends of this market are on fire. Now the middle, 400 to 500,000, down 9%. 700 to 800,000, down almost 5%. Now, if your home sits in the middle band, you're competing with the largest group of sellers in Central Texas. And above $1.4 million, as a no, there's an 8.2 months of supply. So the over $1.4 million dollar range is very fat. However, it's very fast. That portion of the market is performing almost 20% faster than homes and other price ranges in regards to days on market. So people with money are buying, and they're snapping up properties that they think are on sale from a few years back. And so it's very, very tricky to understand what market range that you're in to understand actually what's happening. So this is why the headline number is useless for your decision. The median's 422. It doesn't tell you anything about your house, your street, your price point, and that's what the conversation's for. Links in the description. Book a conversation to talk with me. We'll talk about your actual numbers, your timeline, your options, and my job is to tell it like it is so that you can make a decision that doesn't waste your time. And if the answers don't move right now, I've told plenty of people that recently. Okay, now, the number I promised you, 22 days. That's the median number of days Central Texas homes sit before the seller cuts the price, 22. And once they cut, it takes another 23 days to go under contract. Call it 45 plus days, and the homes that sold after a price cut in July gave up an average of 8%. Now, on a $500,000 house, that's $40,000. 52% of homes that sold in July had cut their price. 57% of homes sitting out there right now already have. Now, the whole lesson in one sentence is that the market tells you the truth in the first 22 days. Pricing it right on day one is critical, or the market will price it for you, and it'll charge you 8%. That's the lesson. Time is your enemy. Properties that sell faster sell for more, period. That's not my opinion. That's the data. Those are the numbers. This is reality. Okay, investors, here's your rental report for July. 3,477 leases signed in July, down 1.4% from last year. The median lease is $2,195, down 0.2%, so basically flat. $1.52 per square foot. Good news, median days on market for a rental dropped to 25 days, 2 days faster than last July. Properties are leasing quicker even though rents are flat. So that's a healthy absorption. Say that 3 times fast. But the story splits by size because 4-bedroom homes, median rent went up $2,450 to $2,500. 3 bedrooms down slightly, $2,175 to $2,125. 2 bedrooms, $1,875 down to $1,750, nearly 7% gone. And look, that's the apartment supply wave. All that new multifamily competes directly with your small units. Now, it does not compete with a 4-bedroom house in a good school zone. And the warning, well, the median rent here was $2,200 back in 2022. Year to date, 2026, it's $2,100. 4 years of flat to down rent, while your taxes and insurance did anything but. So, holding a 2-bedroom, run your numbers this quarter. Holding a 4-bedroom single family, you're in the strongest position in this report. So, that's July. Sales up, prices flat, supply finally cooling a bit, and rates going nowhere fast. Clarity, options, results. That's what I do. Grab your appraisal report if you're a seller. The off-market list if you're a buyer. Both links are below. I'm Paulie with the Vision Realty Group. Remember, clarity is power. See you in the next one.